So I was on my phone scrolling the web and I saw this video and I cried. Once again, gaming is becoming a former shell of itself and losing to the woke blue-haired feminists that want to taint it more than it already is. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is a spectacle. Not a good one, not a spectacle you would take your girl out for, like to see shooting stars or a movie, but it's a certain type of spectacle that really amazes me at how shit a medium can be. Every year when we think it can't get any worse, it just keeps getting worse and worse, and Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 delivers on probably the most gay representation I've seen in a video game since Dream Daddy, and even though these characters are supposed to be straight and historically accurate because these are supposed to be real figures these are based on, they just start kissing like it's some fanfiction some 17-year-old girl made in high school. My point here is that Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 doesn't feel like a game. It isn't a video game. At least with games like Dustborn, Fallout 4, Pokemon Sword and Shield, and Call of Duty World War II, at least I could say that they are video games. Video games that tried to do something with their properties. Sure, they are all terrible, especially Dustborn, but at least they are games. But Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 isn't a game. It's a fan fiction some 13-year-old wrote on DeviantArt, or AO3, an interactive, disgusting fan fiction, and just like Star Wars Outlaws, it completely disregards the original for propaganda and to retcon the original property, and you can't deny that. It makes it even worse because these are supposed to be historical figures, and they made these historical figures gay. Like, in Star Wars Outlaws, like, this is probably the biggest example because I just hate this game so much because Star Wars Outlaws retcons and shits on the original Star Wars property. Like, you're telling me in Star Wars Outlaws that this is between The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi and the Empire is this scarce throughout the whole game? Wasn't Darth Vader blowing up planets and killing thousands of people? I mean, I guess it makes just enough sense as Starkiller and Force Unleashed 2 that Darth Vader plugged in all of his memories and everything was fake, even though some of it wasn't, and then there's this other clone of him just running around and he never shows up ever again in any Star Wars property ever. Almost like these aren't canon because the story is so dumb. She was real to me! Alright, we're getting off track, but with all this, at least they are games. They are bad games, but they are games. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 amazes me because it shows how dumb people can be. Like, how can you look at this and get hyped? I mean, this fan fiction has all the red flags to me. Ugly character designs, woke propaganda, subpar gameplay, cutscenes everywhere, retconning characters to fit a narrative. And I don't want to hear that shitty argument like, oh, but Hans was gay, it's been foreshadowed for years. Listen, just because you're friends with a guy or smack their ass in the shower doesn't make you gay, okay? Why is it when people of the same sex are just friends, it has to be gay? It reminds me of that shitty movie Luca where everyone was calling the main characters gay lovers, and I'm just like, first of all, these are kids, and second, they are just friends, they aren't gay. Why do people want 11-year-olds to be gay? You don't even develop any sexual feelings at that age. Whatever, some people probably like that shit. Listen, again, it makes it worse because you're supposed to be historical figures. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is supposed to be historically accurate, right? Right? Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, though, is something special because not only is the story bad, but it's hilarious. I have never seen a historical fictional piece of media in recent years this explicitly gay, aside from, like, I don't know, maybe The Last of Us Part 2, and maybe The Last of Us DLC, but I don't count that. I know I should be infuriated seeing Hans being gay, but I'm just more guffawed and amazed. Yeah, have a gay relationship out in the open. It's not like in the medieval times homosexuals are prosecuted for this, but no, medieval era was very progressive, guys. Alright, enough about the gay thing. What else makes this game shit? Oh, I don't know. A scene where your main character has to grovel at a black guy's feet and you can't even stand up for yourself because when a black man speaks, you listen. Also, conveniently, there isn't any slavery in this game, despite taking place in the medieval era. Man, I'm glad slavery was solved in this game, the Thrones era. Speaking of which, despite this taking place in the medieval Bohemia, there are black people everywhere, despite the fact that there's no historical record of Musas traveling to Europe. And before I have stupid liberals going in my comments, remember this is supposed to be historically accurate. So why are black people everywhere in this game? It's a way to erase white culture. That's all this is, and you cannot deny this. And even if you want to make the argument that Muslims are spreading Allah throughout the Middle East, and that's how the Musas in the game had a bigger impact on the culture at that point, However, this isn't true because in reality, Muslims and Middle East religion were already around the Musas before they even arrived. There is no reason why the Musas should be as prominent as they are in Europe. This is why you don't listen to people like Worth the Buy because he's a shiller and a liar, and he lied to his audience and doesn't even care that developers lied to everybody about the game and probably didn't even make it halfway through the game. This is also what happens when you don't know your history and you're just an echo chamber. Anyone else think it's funny how game journalists constantly keep giving this game an 8 and 9 out of 10 on IGN? The same people who think the Saints Row reboot, The Last of Us Part 2, Dragon Age the Veilguard, and Star Wars Outlaws think that these games are good. But Anna, it sold well, so obviously that means it's good, right? It isn't woke. No. I've said this before and I'll say it again. You can sell a woke game if you flip the coin well enough and you have a giant name behind it. Yes, it will sell well. We've seen this with Star Wars, we've seen this with Pokemon and Naughty Dog, and literally anything with a huge name behind it. Even if it retcons itself or is woke, it will sell. Is Star Wars Rise of the Skywalker good because it sold well? No, it sold well because it's a massive property that dumb Redditors like because they're too lazy to read the books, comics, and just watch the original films. And they are brand loyalists. It doesn't mean the film is good. It's profitable, but it's not good. Even then, Star Wars Outlaws flopped for a Star Wars property. I mean, not a terrible flop, but sold less than should for such a big name brand. So even then, some people are starting to get sick of this nonsense, as they should. Just because Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 sold well doesn't mean it's good. It just means people are stupid, and it's associated with a big company stupid people are loyal to. You can't even make the argument against the gay stuff, saying, oh, well, it doesn't matter because, you know, the main protagonist is just a blank slate that you can project yourself onto, so of course, why wouldn't he be gay or straight? But this is the problem. The character, Henry, is based off of a real person. Not only that, but he's an established character with a backstory and everything, who, let me remind you, he's supposed to be straight. What, did he just turn gay or bisexual for like literally no reason? Why is there so much gayness in this? Do they not understand what time period this is? Do these people not understand that you would be staked and hanged for this? It's stupid and dumb and should be called out, and people who defend this are shillers or stupid. The reason why I'm harping on this so much before all y'all clowns go in the comments call me a homophobe, you gotta understand that this is dangerous. You can't take a historical figure and just change it for your narrative and your propaganda. This is why I hated the Hamilton musical, because it just made George Washington black, because I don't understand why. I mean, we understand why. But if we let people keep doing this, it's gonna be dangerous and it's gonna be bad. People won't even know their history anymore at this point if we keep doing this shit. But Anna, you're fine with a black man voicing Darth Vader in the original Star Wars films. You should be against that too. You're just a hypocrite because Kingdom Come Deliverance has gay stuff in it, and you're just a homophobe piece of garbage. Listen, voice acting is different, okay? It's not like you're taking the original character of Darth Vader and just changing him black. That's disrespectful to the character. I feel the same way if it was the other way around, if they made like Han's black or some shit. It's like, why? I'm against race swapping. I'm against taking original people who existed and turning them gay for your own agenda. Like, that's horrible and that's an awful thing, and anyone who disagrees with this point is worse, is horrible. They are terrible people who disagree with this. I'm just saying, like, if you actually believe for a second that this is okay to take an original person that existed, this isn't even a fictional person. This is a guy who existed, and turning him gay for your propaganda is bad. There is no argument you can make for this. It's the same with the Musas, man. It's not historically accurate for the Musas to have existed this prominent in Europe. It's not an opinion. It's a fact. They did this because they want to erase white culture. Literally, look at this scene. Wow, look at this. The black people have made a kingdom where women are treated completely equally and fairly. There is no racism. It's a paradise. It's one of the greatest things ever made. Wow, guys. Great game. 10 out of 10. Wow, would definitely recommend. Not. It's like those people who criticize Synthetic Man's Fallout for like the wrong reasons, right? Like people who complain about Synthetic Man's Fallout review have actually never played the games, and there's literally people who don't care about white people. Like people who think this way are just terrible people, and the people who keep giving this game like a 10 out of 10 are just idiots, shillers, or I guess the other type of people like Worthabuy who don't even care that the developers lied to their audience? Like, what kind of shit is that? Oh, hey, I have this product for you. Oh, cool, what's the product about? Oh, it's about this and this and that. Okay, I'll buy this product. Wait a minute, this product is nothing like how you advertised it. Yeah, but you know, it's basically the same thing. I mean, I'm just a developer, so it's not like we went out for lunch or anything. It doesn't matter. You see how retarded this is? See, like, you don't know the developer personally, so you can't complain about it. You didn't go out to Olive Garden with them, so it doesn't matter. I mean, to be fair, I always knew Worthabuy was weird. It's like, dude, you're obviously a grifter as hell. I mean, I feel bad for people who actually thought he was like anti-woke, but this is why you don't trust big brand YouTubers that claim they're anti-woke, because half the time they're not. They're just grifting. I mean, look what happened with fucking Eddie Mon TV. Is that how you say his stupid name? And look what happened with Andy Pants Gaming. You can't trust these people. You can't trust them. You know, I also like for a game that tries to advertise itself as something that, oh, you have complete freedom in, but really you don't. Like, your character is forced to be bisexual. You can't change that for shit. You can't really do anything to the gay people because we can't hurt gay people, can't do that. Plenty of white guys in the game, no, we can kill them, that's fine. Women killing men, yeah, that's fine. I can't do this anymore. I think I'm done. I think you guys get the fucking point. I am so done with modern gaming at this point, it's actually kind of insane. Listen. I'm not going to be nice to brand loyalists or woke liberals in my comments who pretend that nothing is wrong and everything is better than it's ever been. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is bad because it takes historical events and twists them around to fulfill a woke narrative. It's evil, it's bad, and it's ruining a medium that was already going down the drain. It's not racist or homophobic to say this stuff is stupid. It's acknowledging that there is a problem and we need to fix it. The fact that modern day people are fine with erasing white culture, erasing history, and replacing it with falsehoods, having a lot of homosexuality and gay relationships despite people getting prosecuted for that back in the day. So why would people be so openly gay in this time frame? It has subpar gameplay, ugly characters, stupid characters, being forced to have your characters bisexual. These are all issues that need to be addressed, but people choose to ignore them because 1, they are brainwashed, 2, they are used to this stuff by now. 3, they are grifters. 4, they're just dummies that are brand loyalists, and that's how this garbage keeps getting pumped out every year. However, everyone should have some hope if everyone just doesn't buy the products and everyone keeps outraging about this stuff. Maybe the industry can heal. That's the only hope we can have. If you made it this far, thank you for watching this rant that went nowhere. I will see you in the next one, and goodbye.